identifying the domain. So that's why for my next two examples, that's what I'm going to focus on. So for f of g of x, f of g divided, or of x, basically all that represents is f of x divided by g of x. OK? So all I'm going to do, say square root of x minus 1 is all over x squared plus 1. OK? So now I have a rational function. By doing my division, I now have a rational function. But remember, we have to identify the domain. Now, the first thing I was talking about, whenever you have a rational function, your domain always should be set your denominator equal to 0. Right? What are the numbers that make my denominator equal to 0? So if I go and solve, I have x squared equals negative 1. Square root, x equals plus or minus square root of negative 1. Are there any real numbers that make my denominator 0? No, there's imaginary numbers that make my denominator 0. So based on this, based on my denominator, my domain is all real numbers, except I still cannot plug in values that are less than or equal to 1. So my domain is still going to be the same for this whole problem of 1 comma infinity. OK? That's not going to change. Now let's